Go to a mirror, look at yourself. The person staring back feels like you, familiar, obvious. The face you've worn your whole life, but that person isn't real. They're reversed, flattened, and slightly delayed, and the moment you walk away, you lose them again. You have spent your entire life chasing a face you will never once meet. Because here's the strange truth nobody tells you. You have never seen your own face, not the way everyone else sees it, not once. You've seen mirrors, you've seen photos, you've seen video, and your brain has quietly stitched all of it together into a single picture it calls me, but every single one of those sources is wrong in a different way. And when you understand how, you'll never trust your reflection again. Let's start with the mirror, because the mirror is the one you trust the most, and it's lying to you constantly. A mirror flips you left to right. The part in your hair, the freckle on your cheek, the slightly crooked tooth. All of it sits on the wrong side. The face you've stared at every morning for your entire life is a mirror image, a reversed copy of a person who doesn't exist. This sounds trivial. It isn't. Because of something psychologists call the mere exposure effect. Discovered by Robert Zionk in 1968, it's a simple, almost unsettling rule of the human brain. The more you see something, the more you like it. And the thing you've seen most in your entire life is your own reversed reflection. So that's the version you prefer. That's the version that feels like you, which means the real you, the one in photographs, the one everyone on Earth actually sees, looks subtly wrong to the only person who can't see it. This is why you cringe at photos of yourself. It's not insecurity, it's not bad lighting. It's that the camera shows you the face you've never gotten used to, the unflipped one, the real one. Your friends are looking at the version they love. You're looking at a stranger. There's a classic experiment that proves this, traced all the way back to Theodore Mita in 1977. Researchers showed people two images of their own face, one normal photo, one mirror reversed. Then they asked which one they preferred. The subjects overwhelmingly chose the reversed image, the mirror version, the one only they had ever seen. But when they showed those same two images to the subject's close friends, the friends went the other way. They preferred the true photo, the unflipped one. Both groups were right in a sense. Each one simply preferred the face they had spent years looking at. And those were two different faces. You and the rest of the world have been staring at different versions of you this whole time, and neither side ever noticed. But the mirror is only the first problem, because even if you could unflip it, you'd still be looking at something that isn't real. A mirror is flat, a photo is flat, a screen is flat, and your face is not. Your face is a three-dimensional landscape of depth and shadow and motion. The way your nose casts a shadow when you turn. The way your cheek catches light when you smile. The tiny asymmetries that shift the instant you move. A flat image collapses all of that into a single frozen plane. It throws away the dimension that makes a face a face. This is why you sometimes catch your reflection in a shop window or a phone camera at a bad angle and feel a jolt of, who is that? For half a second, you saw yourself the way the world sees you. In three dimensions. In motion. From outside. And your brain didn't recognize the person. Now add the third corruption, time. When you look in a mirror, you assume you're seeing the present. You're not, but it's close enough. The light bounces back almost instantly, but every other version of your face comes with a delay. A photo is a frozen past. A video call lags by a fraction of a second, so your expression and the image of it never quite line up. You are always watching a recording of someone who has already moved on, so stack it up. The mirror gives you a reversed face. The photo gives you a flattened face. The video gives you a delayed face. Three different corrupted sources, none of them the truth, and your brain blends them into one confident image and calls it you. But here's where it gets stranger. Because this exact same blind spot exists somewhere else in your life. And once you see the parallel, the whole thing clicks into place. Your voice. You've heard it. That moment when you hear a recording of yourself and recoil. That's not what I sound like. But it is. That recording is exactly what you sound like to every other person alive. The voice you hear inside your own head is different because it travels through the bones of your skull, which add a low, warm resonance no one else can hear. So you walk around with two versions of yourself that only you experience. A face only you have seen, reversed and flat, and a voice only you have heard, deepened by your own skull. The you inside your head is a private edition, a director's cut that was never released to anyone else. Everyone you've ever met has been interacting with a different person than the one you think you are. And it goes deeper than perception. Your brain has a dedicated region whose entire job is recognizing faces. It's called the fusiform face area, a patch of tissue on the underside of your brain, and it is extraordinarily good at what it does. It can pick one familiar face out of a crowd of thousands in a fraction of a second. When it's damaged by injury or stroke, people develop a condition called prosopagnosia, face blindness. They can lose the ability to recognize their own spouse, their own children, and in the most severe cases, their own reflection staring back at them in a mirror. Think about what that reveals. Recognizing your own face isn't automatic. It isn't built in. It's a skill your brain performs using a model it assembled from those same flawed mirrors and photos. There's no original on file, no true reference image stored anywhere inside you, just a composite. A best guess stitched together from reversed and flattened and delayed copies of a thing you have never directly seen. You are not remembering your face. You are reconstructing it, every single time. So let's go back to the mirror. The one you stood in front of this morning, the one you'll stand in front of tonight. The person in the glass feels like the most familiar thing in the world. It's the first thing you check before you walk out the door. The face you've trusted your whole life to tell you who you are. But it's reversed. It's flat. It's a fraction of a second behind. And it vanishes the moment you turn away. You will go your entire life, meet thousands of people, be seen by all of them, and never once stand outside your own body to see the face they saw. The one thing you most want to know is the one thing kept permanently out of reach. Everyone else gets to see the real you. Everyone except the one person wearing it. So the next time you catch your reflection and feel that small flicker of strangeness, that quiet sense that something is slightly off, trust it. Because for just a second, you got closer to the truth than you usually do. You've never seen your own face. And you never will. You've just been looking at the closest thing your brain could build.